Liam never believed in ghosts. A logical thinker and a skeptic, he laughed at ghost stories and urban legends. So when his best friend Mark dared him to spend a night in the infamous Blackwood Mansion, he accepted without hesitation. The mansion wasn't located in some eerie, abandoned place. It stood right in the middle of a quiet residential area where families lived their everyday lives. But no one dared to step inside this particular house. Stories of a vengeful spirit, a woman accused of witchcraft centuries ago, had kept people away for years. Liam arrived just before midnight, carrying only a flashlight, his phone, and a bottle of water. From the outside, the house looked old but ordinary. No eerie mist, no flickering lights, just a decaying structure with broken windows and a rusted gate. He pushed the heavy wooden door, and it creaked open with a low, guttural groan. Dust filled the air as he stepped inside. The air was thick with an unexplainable heaviness. Old furniture lay covered in white sheets, and the scent of something rotten lingered in the corners. Liam pulled out his phone and started recording. "All right, guys, this is it. Blackwood Mansion. Let's see if the famous ghost decides to welcome me." "Swing," he joked. As he wandered deeper into the house, strange things began to happen. The air grew colder. The wooden floor creaked behind him, even when he wasn't moving. From somewhere upstairs, faint whispers floated down the hall. He chuckled nervously. "It's just the wind," he told himself. And then, at exactly 3 a.m., he heard it, his name, whispered right behind him. His breath caught in his throat. Spinning around, he aimed his flashlight down the hallway. The beam flickered. Shadows stretched unnaturally across the walls, moving as if they had a life of their own. "Who's there?" he called out, his voice barely steady. Silence. Then, a loud bang! The front door slammed shut on its own. Liam's pulse skyrocketed. He turned back to his phone, but the recording had stopped. The screen flickered, static filling the display. And then, he saw her. Emerging from the darkness, a woman stood at the end of the hallway. Her black dress dragged against the wooden floor, her long matted hair covering most of her face. But her eyes glowed red. Her lips curled into an unnatural grin, revealing jagged, blackened teeth. "You shouldn't have come here," she whispered. Liam felt an invisible force grip him. Before he could react, it flung him backward, slamming him against the wall. He tried to move, but his body was frozen. He could only watch as she crept closer, her fingers elongating into sharp, claw-like nails. A sharp, searing pain shot through his head, like something was burrowing into his mind. "Your soul belongs to me now." Liam wanted to scream, but no sound escaped his lips. The next morning, Mark and a few others arrived to check on Liam. The house was empty. His backpack, phone, and shoes were neatly placed near the doorway, but Liam was nowhere to be found. The police searched for weeks, no traces, no clues. It was as if he had simply vanished. But when they retrieved his phone, there was only one file left, a video. The screen was pitch black, but a voice could be heard, a whisper. "I'm still here. Do you still think ghosts aren't real?"